Film thought of the day: surround sound versus stereo sound. Sound is the most crucial element in the production of a motion picture. It's more crucial than the picture. Remember, they use sound as a torture device. So if you have a low frequency hiss or high frequency hiss, it becomes too distracting. Your brain you want perfection in all aspects, but your brain can adjust for a slightly soft focus picture or not quite properly framed. It cannot adjust for poor sound. That's one thing that's got to be spot on. And ADRing all the way through a film, that's very, very difficult, even at the A-list level of filmmaking. So I recommend you capturing your sound on set with action, because there's also an inference that comes along with the acting. Now, surround versus stereo. So many of our projects, we get them and we put them in this multi-million-dollar massive screen first run theater. You hear the sound coming out of the left channel, the audio sound of vocals coming out of the left channel, the track that has the vocals on it. That sound, if it is a stereo project, should be balanced between both sides, left and right, which will also hit the center speaker in a theatrical auditorium. So you're not only hitting two channels, you're basically kind of faux hitting three channels. You're hitting center and right and left. So you want to make sure that that is at least balanced in the middle. Now, if you're able to do surround sound, of course, do it. Because when you're in an auditorium, and don't blow out the side speakers for effect. It's not good. It's just much as if you're walking through the woods and you hear a bird tweeting or a squirrel rustling in the leaves. You have it off to the right, back channel, right side channel, or even the left, depending on where it is. But you don't want to have the side channels at a higher decibel rate than the right and left or center. And remember, if you do create a surround sound like a 5.1, center channel, that's where the vocals go, center channel. I also mix, when we do a film for release theatrically, commercially, I also mix it a little bit into the left-right of the balanced front. So it'll be directed at the center, left-right, unless you're in a crowd and someone's speaking at the side. Like the view of the camera is in a restaurant and someone over here is coming up and approaching. Of course, you're going to want it coming through that right rear channel to the right center mid channel and over. When you see them in the view, that's when it switches channel. It's very important for the equilibrium of the brain to function with the view, so it matches. But those side channel, the rear channels, they're very important for the atmosphere in a theater. It adds a richness to it. So if you can do that surround, don't practice with it and send it into a major film festival or a film festival of our size where we play it on the big screen and have it completely screwed up, because it won't work. So if you are doing stereo, remember, balance it in the front, left and right, and because that's also going to push it to the middle, center speaker. If you're doing 5.1 surround, center speaker, that's where the vocals are. That's where your track is. Plus, throw it out into left, right, front, and then of course use it on your sides and the rear channels when needed. But it's best to have surround sound, even if you're doing it for home projection, because your stereo sound will pick up on the surround sound and create a stereo sound in your monitor, your TV, or whatever it is. It does that kind of automatically. But if you can, just make sure it's balanced, not coming out of the left speaker. It throws an audience, because all at once you start leaning to the left to try to, because that's where all the vocals are coming from. Do balance it to the center. And I hope this makes your project a little better. If you didn't know, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to explain how it's done, for whether you're using Final Cut Pro, DaVinci, Premiere Pro, whatever it is. Anyway, I hope this helps your project. And hey, if you got a film, please submit to the 22nd Annual Myrtle Beach International Film Festival, MBIFF.com. That's where you're going to find out where to submit, how to submit, and what's going on. We'll see you in the movies.